So I guess Activision and Treyarch really know how to make my video pretty much irrelevant in just a matter of hours. So pretty much what I'm talking about is as soon as I uploaded that video saying that, multiplayer isn't fun, but zombies is, come to find out there's a tweet going online that it's official, as you can see from the footage I'm going to show. They added a playlist that pretty much has reduced skill-based matchmaking. And one of the things I've noticed is my connection has been a lot better. I've been finding matches almost instantly, which, if they're going to be testing this out, then maybe they can go the extra mile of, since there's the regular skill-based matchmaking system, they've been going on for years now. And then this one, I don't know why they can't with this one, since there's less skill-based matchmaking, why they can't just keep people in, like keep the lobbies from disbanding. Because that's one thing I've noticed is even after you finish a match, the lobby still disbands. But the thing is, because of the less skill-based matchmaking, even when the lobby disbands, it doesn't really feel like it. Only because, well, it finds you a match almost instantly. And that's one thing I've noticed is I don't think that the matchmaking or the skill-based matchmaking was actually affecting the overall matchmaking, which, I don't know. It's just crazy how fast we've been finding matches recently. And I wonder if they can go the extra mile of not disbanding the lobbies anymore. But yeah, this was like just one of the many matches I've had where, it's, I don't know how to describe it. It just felt like even though I was still getting shredded like I normally would, the lobbies felt like mixed matched. Like, yeah, there were still sweats on the other team. There were sweats on my team, but there's also like the occasional actual people that were still learning the game. Like it felt like a fresh experience every single time. And like I said, I was not expecting them to actually go through with something like this, but they did. And it's crazy how much of a difference it made now that my biggest complaint is gone. My only other thing now is hopefully they can go the extra mile and just keep the lobbies from disbanding. They do that, test it for the remaining 3 days, because I was originally going to make this video and then be like, I'm going to go live if you guys want to, see the open beta the less skill-based matchmaking yourself. I'm just going to make this video and hold off on it tomorrow, because one thing I've noticed is only the people that went through that either pre-ordered, got it through Game Pass Ultimate, or got the Twitch drops are playing the closed beta right now. Tomorrow, that's when the floodgates opened, where anyone can just download and play PS4, Xbox, all that. Like, the people that didn't want to pre-order or whatever are the ones that are going to be able to flood in. And that's when we're going to see what real loose skill-based matchmaking is going to look like. And that's what I'm going to be waiting for, just to see. Because like I said, right now it's probably just average, below average, or like average, above average, and the sweats that are still playing this. So even if they, reduce the skill-based matchmaking, it's not really doing much when there's only a certain amount of people that are actually playing it. Once it's open, it's pretty much open season, where we don't even know who, if we're going to be seeing the return of Christmas noobs, for one thing. But, that's when I'm going to, and honestly, this is because of how much information keeps coming out with this damn game. Like I said, right now I could be talking about, there's less skill-based matchmaking. And then guess what? Tomorrow, they basically, they get rid of it. So now I'm back to making, I'm not going to keep going. I'm not, like I said, like if you saw my YouTube post, I was saying like I'm not milking this on purpose. It's just so much stuff keeps happening in such a short amount of time, because they have the next 3 days to win people over. Because if they don't, this Friday or next Friday, I don't know how the thing works, because as of me uploading this video, it's Sunday. But if they don't start winning people over within these next 3 days, Battlefield just comes out. So unless they want to be a glorified Battlefield 6 ad, they're going to have to step it up in the next 3 days. And if not, then I don't know. Because the one thing I hope they don't do is they test this out, realize it doesn't work, and then be like, yeah, see, because of our testing, it doesn't seem to work, and we're not going to be reducing skill-based matchmaking. We're going to keep things as is. They do that, Black Ops 7 is a lost cause. And, at that point, nothing they do is really going to make any difference with Call of Duty. It's just, they lost. It's over. That's all they can pretty much do. But they got the next 3 days to hopefully win people over. They almost won me over because, like I said, the experience is just a mixed bag. But I'm also being very cautious because you never know with them. They could be doing this to win people over last minute, and then once people start buying and they start seeing their sales go up, they rug pull and it's back to regular skill-based matchmaking, you know? But I don't know. I'm just wondering, hopefully they just figure out how to get this going, because like I said, I just really, really, really hope they get this situation going, because like I said, this is their last chance. I've said this so many times, and you know, they already started with one thing, which is they reduced the skill-based matchmaking. The next thing I want at this point is just this non-disbanding lobbies, because you know, if pretty much there's no community basically. Yeah, it's nice that I can play people of various skills now, but if the lobby disbands, then there's really no point in basically starting a community of any kind, you know? So I'm hoping in the final steps, because they are adding 2 new maps, they're adding, you know, I think there's going to be a bigger level cap, I think up to 30, I believe. There's more of that's going on, and I really hope at the very least they start experimenting more with giving the community what they've been asking for to just properly test, because them just kind of saying, hey, you know, we tried our best, but it doesn't seem like what the community wanted is really working for this franchise. You know, if they start doing that kind of stuff, then I can already guarantee you this franchise is not going to survive. They managed to win me over just enough, because I was about to just call it quits and just go with zombies until the beta was over. Then they do this, and suddenly I'm actually enjoying myself again. Am I popping off like I was in that match yesterday? That I guess because I said I popped off. Some guy in the comments got pissed off about it. But am I doing that now that there's less skill-based matchmaking? Not really, but it's more so I'm just having more fun. I can actually experiment with other weapons, and honestly, it just feels like a bag of fresh air at this point, and I really hope they step it up with the momentum. And final thing, if there is reduced skill-based matchmaking, the very last thing they can do is at least test it, even if it's for 1 day. Just test it, less skill-based matchmaking, and basically put in non-disbanding lobbies. That's all I ask. But like I said, I wanted to keep this video short. I'm not going to ramble on like I did last time, because that's all there is to say. They reduce skill-based matchmaking for the remainder of the beta. There's 2 of them. Try it out, and do not, rage quit, no matter how bad your lobbies get, because they will take account into that, and they might be using that against people to be like, oh, see, people were leaving matches with low skill-based matchmaking, so we're going to crank it up again. This is like our one chance to get Call of Duty back on its feet, and let's hope we don't mess this up. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you later, everyone.